Okay, we left off with our projects like this. And the next step is to cut these. And I want you to take your scissors and let's just work on our cutting skills. Get them placed in your hand correctly. Okay, I want you to cut to the inside of the black line so that you don't have, the black line does not show. And I want you to cut precise. Things should not look squared off. They should look nice and rounded like a scoop. So take your time. Okay, get to the inside of the line. And I will do this one like this, and then I'll try to do the next one really close on camera. But look how I stay up towards the inside on this close curve of my scissors. Okay, then I move the paper completely. I'm not moving the scissors a lot. I move the paper a lot. And then here on this long curve, I'm going to go all the way to the end and use the entire length of the scissors. Then I'm going to pick it up, rotate a little more, get right back in there, way to the end again, and then make a nice smooth cut by turning my paper all the way to almost the end of my scissors. And when I get to the point where I need to turn it a whole bunch, I stop and turn the paper a whole lot. Okay, and notice here, like here, it'd be easier. I'm just going to cut this part off. Okay, and it's easier just to use this part. Okay, and I'm staying in the inside of the black line. And then every time I need to do a really abrupt turn, I just stop, open up my scissors, and move the whole paper again. Okay, stop, open them up, move the whole paper again. Okay, and I got a tiny little bit of black showing right here, so I'm just going to trim that off ever so carefully. Okay, but if you look, you can't see any of the black lines on that. That's what we're looking for. So I'm going to do another one here. And I'm going to go ahead and roughly, this I don't care about. See how I just chopped through that? I'm going to roughly do this one. Okay, so again, just going to do it here where you can hopefully see it. Maybe I can do it like this. Let's see if you can do it like that. Yeah. Okay, and I'm going to cut in and get to the inside of the line. Okay, and then I'm going to turn my paper till I get to a point. I need to make an abrupt turn, and then I open everything up and turn my paper again. And this, see how I'm doing a lot more work with my left hand than I am with my right to get that smooth cut. Okay, when I get right there, I stop, turn the paper all the way. Okay, stop, turn my paper, open up my scissors. Okay, again, stop. Open up those scissors and turn the paper. Okay, staying very carefully inside the black so I don't have any black line. And this I'm just going to go all the way to the end of my scissors till they run out, and then open it back up again. Okay, and then I have that nice cut. All right, so very carefully cut out the rest, your other parts and your cone, and then we'll come back and I'll tell you what to do with it. Well. Never actually broke. Really, Amy tried to done
it wasn't a good experience. You know, sometimes they just want to be mild.
I don't like that feeling of ghost. I feel like he wants someone to live to be here. I know what Amy tried, but maybe I can do it. Can you help me?
How did your appointment go?
Well, the doctor said I'm ready to have this baby at any moment. I told her I'm waiting for flight to the hospital. In her words, good luck with that.
What? You gotta get out of the hospital. I'm not getting married without my best man.
Caleb, the time not coming to your wedding is slightly different than missing the birth of your child. Put some perspective. Every time you come here, the maternity ward is upstairs, so I'll take you there right away.
How's your husband doing? You're settled in?
Oh, we're done married. Actually, I'm about to marry someone else.
And I'm not in labor.
Did you see the look on her face?
How is that funny? Why did you think I was in labor?
No fairness, you're kind of waddling like a duck. No offense.
None taken. Dr. Holt. Hey. It's you. Yeah, so. Is your husband coming today?
I can't do anything about it. They brought in a specialist just to make sure I'm absolutely good to go, but they still want to run more tests.
More tests? Why?
I don't know, but I can't leave until they're done. Basically just a prisoner here.
Take 5 minutes while you put this in.
Brooklyn, maybe the film.
5 minutes while you put it in.
Also, the other doctors are ready to pull out as well. I'm not there.
Okay, so you should have 4 scoops of ice cream and a cone, all cut out nice. And then the next thing you need is a piece of construction paper, and it started out as a 12 by 18, which is a full big piece of construction paper, and you just need half of it. So hopefully maybe your teacher has those already cut out for you and ready to go. And I don't know if you guys have all the same color, which is fine, or if you get to pick your color, I would pick something that doesn't blend in with the colors that you painted. So like I wouldn't want to choose a red piece of construction paper for this. So I'm going to choose purple instead. And so before you start gluing, kind of plan it out a little bit. You don't want any of the cone to stick off over the top, and you don't want any of it to stick out over the bottom. And then you want to put your darkest, your main shade first, and then your darkest tint, and then your medium tint, and then your light tint. Okay? So let me put this down a little bit so you can see. Okay? See how everything fits nicely on there? And I think teachers, will make this paper just a little bit smaller. I'll tell you the dimensions on the website, but we'll put it like that and then we'll trim about there. Okay? And so I totally recommend doing this with a glue stick and just leaving your pieces kind of like that till you get them, so you don't accidentally get stuff in the wrong place. So I'm going to glue stick this cone here. And this black piece of paper I have underneath here is just scratched, so it's okay if I get it a little messy. So you might want to consider doing that on your desk, having a piece of scratch paper. Okay. And then you place it down and you press every edge to make sure it stays down well. Okay. And you do the same. Just keep going and keep track of all that you've got everything in the right order. So that's my red. And then I'm putting my first tint, which is my darkest tint, which is the dark pink. And remember, a tint means a basic color, a color mixed with white. Okay, and then my medium tint, my kind of bubblegum pink, I call it. Okay. And then my light pastel pink, the one that had the most white in it, so it's my lightest tint. Okay. Really notice how I'm putting the glue right to the edge so my edges don't curl up. And also notice how I overlapped the scoops a little bit. I didn't stack them right on top of each other with space. I overlapped them a little. Well, you can see that. Okay? Because that's what an ice cream cone looks like. And then we'll trim off this little bit off the top. And I'm just going to do that with the scissors, but hopefully you don't have to do that because your paper, I think will already be cut that size. Okay. And this is your, see if I can get it to show, finished product of your ice cream tints. Okay. Hope you had fun with that and you learned a lot about tints. We'll see you later.